Hello and welcome back. So today's tutorial is Moonstone with Prismacolors, and boy do I have a bunch of colors for you. So the original one that I just posted up a few days ago is this one. It's over here, so you can see it. And one of the reasons I'm doing it again on toned tan paper is because some of the founding layers are whites and super light blues and peach, and it's very hard to see on white paper. I kind of tried already. So because I wanted you to be able to see it as well as keeping to the originality of the piece, I'm doing it again on toned tan. So I've got white, we have light peach, sky blue light, and let's see, we have Goldenrod, of light aqua, non-photo blue, lemon yellow, Imperial Violet, and then I have two grays. I have 20% warm gray and 50% cool gray. So, alright, let's talk a little bit about Moonstone first of all. One of the things that you'll see about Moonstone in pictures and in reference photos and stuff like that is that it's not clearly a gem and it's not clearly a stone like a labradorite. It is very much in between. It is cloudy in the middle. It's also like opal in the sense that it is not fully transparent and it is not fully technical difficulties there. Okay, so it's not fully transparent and it is not fully opaque. Transparent meaning you can see through it, opaque meaning you cannot. So opal, labradorite, moonstone, they all kind of fall into that category of it has almost a varnished look on it, which is that sheen, that super bright, polished look. And you can sort of see through it, but not all the way. So that it doesn't have a reflected light and a clear direct light and all that. So, that's not true. It does have clear direct light. But, let us begin, my friends. So, one of the first things we're going to do, and I talked about this on my last tone tan tutorial, is that I want the colors to be very vibrant, so I want to lay down a base of white. This is one of the other reasons that I did want to do it on tone tan so that you could see the base of white that I do. Because I want there to be a lighter edge than I would normally have on a stone or a gem. And I'm only going to do some of this and then leave a bit over here because I actually do want it to look a little bit darker on this side. With Moonstone, a lot of the times what you see is with where the directed light is going to be. It's going to be over here, by the way. Our directed light, you're going to see on that side a lot of blues and purples and cooler colors. And then on the opposite side, where the light would be refracting out, although it's cloudy, you're going to see yellows and goldens and oranges. And so that you're going to see on tons of things, including opal and moonstone. So that's what we're going to do because it's kind of a hallmark of that stone. So, let's continue. To follow this up, we're going to pull out the sky blue light and kind of get a bit of a second layer going. on this side. And I don't want to bring it over here too far because blue and yellow are going to make green. We don't really want a whole bunch of green. And blue and orange will get muddy. So we don't want to do that. So we're going to leave that over here. On this side, we're going to do our lemon yellow. So we're going to do a little bit of that over here. We want that glow. Doing a very, very light part of that. And get a little bit of goldenrod a little bit closer to the edge. Now to kind of help fade these into our other colors, I picked out light peach for the reason that it's got a lot of white in it as far as pigment goes, and also it has some cooler tone to it than the yellow or the orange, or the goldenrod, I should say. So it's going to help kind of bring these in, and also it'll turn almost lavender-ish with the sky blue light, and it will not get muddy, and it's not going to turn brown or anything like the others can. So I'm trying to bring it in as sort of a in-between color between all those. Just like that. Now, we're going to kind of make it bowl up, but not in the same way that we would with the stone or a gem. We're going to kind of almost leave a second oval inside of it. And how we're going to do that is with the colors themselves. We're going to start light and then start moving our way down darker. But I'm going to get light aqua and start making just a bit of color come out nice and far from the edge. And that'll get darker as we go, but I'm just going to bring around some of this as a color because we're going to darken this second oval. So I don't mind coloring a whole bunch of it. And I do want the aqua in here. So just going to put it in here in different sections. Don't want to go too far over here. Just like that. Now I'm noticing how it is here, so I'm going to bring my peach back. Just kind of blend this a little bit. Because we're adding layers, so give another layer of peach. And probably of white along the way as well. Let's go over here with some of the white. Start lightening up some of that edge just a little bit. Alright, let's get some of our darker colors in here. We have Imperial Violet. Since I'm not super familiar with all of the Prismacolors, I've been finding their names quite fun. Since this is kind of shadowed, quote unquote, just kind of bring this around this way. Just a bit. And this is honestly one of the funner parts about Prismacolors, is that you can do these layers and then just blend over them, get rid of any sharp edges and whatnot. You have to be a little bit more careful with polychromos, and I understand that. I still love my polychromos, guys. Still love them. But you guys really, really enjoy your Prismas, so. This is the sky blue light that I'm using as a blender. Pencil as another layer. Then we're going to grab the non-photo blue. Come in here and just, again, we're just wanting to bring more color. In and around. Alright, now, with our, okay, God, there's so much color dust. With our warm gray 20%? Yeah, 20%. We're going to start working on the shadows, quote unquote. We're still working on that second oval, but we can bring the warm gray into the yellow and the orange, which is what we're going to do. And work on that. I'm going to put a little bit in here, because you'll see this. You'll see actual, like, gray parts in moonstones and such. Because, I mean, they're supposed to look like the moon, right? I'm going to bring it right up in here. Some of it in here. Give it a nice cloudy feel to it. Not cloudy like muddy, we just want cloudy. So it's not super clear, you know? Going around a little bit of that edge, and then our second edge in here. Maybe let's put some over here too. Why not? Yeah, that looks pretty good. Yeah, okay. So, now here's the fun. We're going to take a little bit of Goldenrod, put it right on top of this gray that we put right there, and just give it a bit of something to go on over here. Just to kind of keep the colors interplaying with one another. I don't want them to get muddy, so I just want them in a few spots. But that's what I want to do with that. Okay, getting the light aqua back out. Now, I want to get my white work on this edge a little bit. Get it nice and light again. Use this kind of as a blender. I like that so far. I like that so far. Okay. So, I'm gonna get the sky blue light. Do even more blending up here. Really work on some of these pencil marks. I don't want to see them that much. Get the Imperial Violet again. I'm just kind of wanting to build color. I'm going to use the sky blue light as my sort of blender pencil. And then I'm going to get non-photo blue and come in here. And that is pretty much where we sit with that. Looks pretty good. Alright, so with the dark gray that I brought out, okay, it's not really that dark, it's 50% cool gray. I'm going to just go around right at the very, very edge. So I kind of want to, I don't want the black to be so pronounced, I guess. So I kind of want it to be gray instead. And that's the black that I drew with the pen, so. If you want to make some of these gray parts a little more pronounced, you can. Maybe even do it over here. And there we have it. Now, get my trusty jelly roll over here. And we're going to go right on the purple and blue over here. We don't want a huge highlight, we just kind of want a main one, and then we're going to have some really light ones chasing around it. I don't want it like, I want one that's like right up here, like right on that second edge, but I don't want them coming around over here, because remember, this is kind of where the light's glowing out of the stone. So there we go. That is our Moonstone. And I've already had a couple of comments about this and how it could be an opal, and it definitely could. You would need to do more color flashes inside of it, kind of like we did right here with the goldenrod next to the purple and stuff like that. You'd need to do a few more that were like real bright in order to kind of make it into a more opalish look, but you definitely could. Anyway, that is our Moonstone for today, and I hope you go do your own, because I would love to see it. Talk to you next time. Bye.